This is Platinum Northwest TV News. Good evening and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Philadelphia Mangoeng. These are the leading top stories. First up now, the G20 Education Working Group meetings took center stage at Sun City, and a Zimbabwean national appears in court for alleged contravention of Medicines and Related Substance Act. In the business news, the social grant dependents have risen to 40.1% in South Africa. And in the sports news, Mamelodi Sundowns to focus on stability for the FIFA Club World Cup. We begin here. The Northwest Province took center stage in the Global Education Dialogue this week as delegates from around the world gathered at the Sun City Convention Center for the second G20 Education Working Group meeting under South Africa's G20 presidency. The seminar focused on mutual recognition of qualifications in a global context, examining pathways to harmonize international education standards and promote global mobility for learners and professionals. The Minister of Higher Education and Training, Dr. Nobuhle Nkabane, delivered the keynote address and encouraged international investment in the country. In other news, the 43-year-old Zimbabwean national appeared in the Zeerust Magistrates Court yesterday, facing charges of contravention of Medicines and Related Substance Act 101 of 1965. He was arrested by the members of the Border Management Authority on Sunday at the Kopfontein border post. Reports indicate that a truck coming from Botswana arrived at the border post, and the driver indicated that he had no cargo to declare. The officials conducted a search and allegedly found 44,941 packets of epiderm cream hidden underneath the trailer. The Medical Control Council released a report that declared the product undesirable. The driver was subsequently arrested and detained. He appeared in court, and the matter was postponed to June for a bail application. In more news, the National Assembly Deputy Speaker Andy Lothrit said that she will refer the matter of several EFF MPs to Speaker Togo Didiza for a decision on whether they should be held to a disciplinary hearing. This comes after the rules and procedures of the House were shown contempt during President Cyril Ramaphosa's question and answer session yesterday. This happened less than a week after EFF leader Julius Malema failed in his Western Cape High Court bid to challenge a report by Parliament's Joint Committee on Ethics and Members' Interest, ordering him to apologize to Judge Kiwagile Matojane. During yesterday's proceedings, EFF MPs, including Malema, were booted out for raising point of orders. Lothrit and Malema got into an argument, and in the process, the presiding officer used her powers to evict the EFF leader. In international news, thousands of Palestinians have overrun an aid distribution site in Gaza set up by a controversial US and Israeli-backed group a day after it began working there. The group said that at one point its team fell back because the numbers seeking aid were so great. Now, the Israeli military said that troops nearby fired warning shots. The GHF, which uses armed American security contractors, aims to bypass the UN as the main supplier of aid in Gaza, where experts have warned of a looming famine after 11-week Israeli blockade that was recently eased. The UN said that videos from Rafah were heartbreaking and that it had a detailed plan ready to get enough aid to a desperate population of 2.1 million, while Israel has said an alternative to the current aid system is needed to stop Hamas stealing aid, which the group denies doing. And with that, let's take a look now at the business news. And the business news, according to the latest General Household Survey released by Stats South Africa, the numbers of South Africans relying on social grants has increased to 40.1% in 2025, totaling 25.4 million individuals. The data also shows that the country official unemployment rose to 32.9% in the first quarter of the year. Stats General Risenga Maluleka said that the data reflect a steady rise in social grant dependence over the years. Maluleka also said that the percentage of individuals that benefited from social grants increased steadily from 12.8% in 2003 to approximately 31% between 2017 and 2019, before increasing to 40% in 2024. Pensions are currently sitting at 2.2%. And that's all from the business news. Your sports update follows next. In soccer news, Mamelodi Sundowns chairman Hlophe Motsepe announced at the launch of the new partnership with Carling Black Label that the club will use the upcoming player registration window next month only if deemed necessary. As the team prepares to take part in the FIFA Club World Cup in the United States, FIFA has granted all 32 participating teams the opportunity to register new players ahead of the tournament. Mamelodi Sundowns will join in Group F alongside Ulsan Hyundai of South Korea, Borussia Dortmund of Germany, and Fluminense of Brazil. Now, Motsepe hinted that there will be a review of the squad after the Club World Cup, which will give Cardoso the opportunity to identify potential targets in preparation for the 2025-2026 Premier Soccer League season. Moving on to rugby news now, Qatar Airways announced that the Qatar Airways Cup will be staged during the upcoming match between the Springboks and the Barbarians on Saturday, the 28th of June at the DHL Stadium in Cape Town. This will be the third edition of the Qatar Airways Cup, which has quickly become a fixture on the international rugby calendar. The Springboks have won the last two matches for the trophy against New Zealand in 2023 and Wales last year, both of which took place in London. The Barbarians have announced that the inclusion of 3 Test centurions in their squad. And that's where we're going to have to leave it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. The team will be standing by tomorrow evening. Till then, good night and take care.